run, but thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming. Hey guys, this is Ryan Dietrich. Everyone say hello. Hi Ryan.
Hi Ryan. How are you guys?
Thank you for
Good to
coming.
see you all.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you so.
You know, prayer shawl
Oh,
and pray.
Oh my god.
thank you so much for being here.
I'm excited. I've never done a podcast. It's not a podcast. I've never done a YouTube channel before. It's very exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, this is our first interview, so we're gonna just.
We're all virgins here today.
Not anymore.
Just today.
Just today.
Okay, so let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So congratulations on your run as King Herod.
Thank
Jesus
you.
Christ Superstar at the Welk.
Thank you so much. I had so much fun doing that. It was such a fun show. And I got like 10 minutes to get all in full drag, full makeup, and did my little number, and it was fabulous.
King Herod was fabulous.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun.
That sounds like it's such a great time. How was it working with the Welk?
It was
Was
great.
this your first show there?
It was my first show there. And what I loved about it was, because most of the shows professionally around town 3 to 4 weeks, and this show ran for 12 weeks. So we had a lot of time together. So we had a lot of time to do stuff. We actually went to Vegas between shows.
Yeah.
And we had 3 hours between shows. So we went.
Yeah,
we
so
drove
you
there,
were
came
just.
back.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
you're in
but
Escondido already.
We had a Sunday matinee. We went right after that. Came back Tuesday before our Thursday show, and it was a fun time. We were able to do stuff between shows. We had so much time between shows. We saw a movie between shows one time at the theaters. We all went, but it was such a fun time. This is the first time we actually were truly a family in a cast. I mean, I've done shows where it's great people to work with. That was you were so close. You were so close. But it was really thank you. I got it. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Great people to work with there. Some really awesome friends I'm going to have for forever. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Right.
And then doing it again, it's almost like going back. It is like going back home, but with new people there. For Sweet Charity, which I'm doing right now.
Yeah. So you guys just opened Sweet Charity.
We did. We opened 2 Fridays ago. We just finished our second weekend yesterday.
How's
Sunday.
it going?
It's going really well. The audiences have been really warm and really, they're enjoying the show, which is so great to see.
Kander and Ebb, how can you go wrong, right?
Right, and Cy Coleman, it's just brilliant.
Oh,
It's so, oh my god, it's so good. It's so much fun to do. It's a fun, lighthearted show.
Yeah.
It's a kind of odd, interesting story, but it's such a fun
Tell us
show.
about the story. Tell us about the story.
Yeah.
For people
Well,
who don't know
basically,
Sweet Charity.
it starts off with, this woman, Charity, Hope Valentine. She's in love with this guy who is really sleazy, paid by my friend Jean-Paul Baptiste. And he, at the very first thing, at the top of the show, she sings her a great song. He pushes her into the lake, steals her purse, and runs off. Then she goes,
my god, I love
a good Friday
and
night.
we have Charity Hope Valentine is played by this fantastic Natalie Nucci, who's brilliant, and she she goes to she works at a dance hall as a dance hall host,
and dance hall host, which also means.
What's interesting is that exactly what it is men paid to literally just dance with them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of the girls do some extracurricular
So
activities.
this is a classy gig.
But it's so funny because it's we think of there's something naughty. They're literally just dancing, like ballroom dancing.
Okay.
I mean, some of the girls have some extracurricular
what we do.
activities, but exactly, we get paid to dance.
Yeah.
They get paid to dance.
I get paid to dance. I don't dance. I get paid to sing. I don't get paid to dance. They talk to him for that. They talk to me for singing.
I don't get paid
but
to sing.
I don't
I get paid to dance.
I get paid to sing. And together we're one person.
Yes.
And
You should see us on stage all
you
at
should
once.
see us on stage. And, she kind of, and then, through the rest of the show, she goes in and out of finding relationships, great relationships, bad relationships, and it's just a fun kind of love story that leaves you hopeful at the end for what may come, and it's a fun journey she goes on through. It's played out in New York City in 1966, I believe.
Nice.
And, I should know, I'm in it. But, and I play Herman,
So what do
the
you-
dance
yeah, what
club
do you do in the
owner.
show? Okay.
So I own the dance club, and I'm very
Oh.
kind of,
You're giving the ladies a big break.
no. Well, so, in so many words. But, I'm kind of like this there's several times in the show they call me Der Fuhrer and Hitler, and so I'm very,
Okay. Not the good guy.
yeah, not the great guy, but with a heart of gold at the end, you'll see. But you have to come see the show, I can't give it away. But yeah, you can go on the Welk Resorts, San Diego.com, I believe it is, and find tickets there. And we're also on Gold Star, so you have lots of options and cheaper ways. We have 2 shows Thursday, 2 shows Saturday, 1 show Sunday. So we have 1 p.m. and 8 p.m.
There you go.
On
And that's
Wednesdays.
running at the Welk Resort Theater in Escondido through November 20th.
Yes, we have
Yes.
10 more weeks.
That's a long
Woo!
time.
It's
That's
a
a
long
long
time, but we're gonna have fun. We're gonna
She's
go to
working.
Disney. We're going to Universal Studios. We're gonna have a lot of fun time
Dang.
together.
Fun.
Yeah, we have a lot
Harry
of
Potter
fun.
Yeah.
We are, yes. Hopefully, I haven't been yet.
It's so.
I wanna
Harry
go
Potter
so
World
bad.
is great.
All I want to go is.
It's so
to
beautiful.
all-
Let's go. We have to go,
We'll go.
and we'll be
Yes.
back.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
So another thing that I know that you've been into ever since I've known you is costume design.
Yes.
I remember, have this distinct memory of the first time I remember going over to your house and you have one of the original monkey masks from
I still have
Wicked.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell us about how you got that. Or, well, tell us about
Well,
why you're so into costume design.
It's an
Why you love
embarrassing story. My grandma always took us to Starlight Theater,
it. Right.
and when we were younger, and it was still open, and we'd always see the summer shows there. It was great. When that closed, we moved to Broadway San Diego, doing that, which I now work for, which is so fun. And I've always been into like, acting and singing. I've always loved that. And then I saw Wicked, and I was like, oh my god, there's a whole another universe of
Right.
costume design and tech in general that I never really noticed before until I saw something that like crazy.
Yeah.
And it was just
It's crazy.
over the top
Every
and
time I see
brilliant.
Wicked,
I know
yeah.
way too much about this show. It's an embarrassing story how I got the mask. My room, you all, this is the truth.
Oh my god, right. I totally forgot about your room.
You have
We're
no
gonna have to put a
idea.
picture of your room.
I have pictures of it, don't
I
you
know.
worry. It does not look like this now, I promise you.
No, it's super classy now.
It's classy now. But I painted the time or the map of Oz. Like when you walk into the theater, for those of you who know, it's the
You
dragon
freehand
on the
strand.
strand.
painted
I freehand
the map?
the map, and I built, and you'll see here, I built three-dimensional working moving dragon.
You built a time dragon.
So the wings moved and the head turned.
There were streams
and I
all
had
over the
projections. You all, it was Broadway. It was a union contract, and I made it work.
Right there in LA Gardens. Right there.
Right here in Alley Gardens. And and then the other side of the wall was all black, and then I did the Elphaba kind of, like the, not the Glinda whispering to her, just like the Elphaba kind of smile.
Yeah.
And it was on my MySpace. You all was back when MySpace was a thing.
This is,
And
we're aging ourselves.
Joe Dulude II, who was the makeup designer for the show,
Yes.
I was friends with him on MySpace, and he saw the room and saw the pictures, and he said, "I have the perfect thing. What I think would be the perfect thing to go with in your room." And he's like, "If I could, give me your address, I'll send it to you." My mom was like, "You're not gonna send this person your address." I'm like, "No, Mom, it's cool. Like we're we're MySpace
Yeah,
friends, so it's
pre-Facebook.
totally fine."
He's in my
And
top 8.
He's in my top 8. He was for like a few months after that because that was an awesome gift. And he mailed me. I'm like, what could it be? I didn't even think it was a mask. Opened it up and I took it out. It was one of the original monkey masks that they wear from the show. I have it up there,
So cool.
still in my room, and it's so great.
creepy.
It
much
is so
detail.
creepy. It is really creepy, but like the detail and you see all the flecks of paint that they do, it's gorgeous. It was so gorgeous, and
Right.
I'm so lucky to have that.
Yeah, how much fun. What an awesome thing to receive.
Yes.
I know, I
can
was
never-
like-
having a piece of Broadway history,
Right.
just like on
Like
your
literally,
person.
this
Yeah.
was on Broadway. This was on Broadway, and now I have it. I'm like, this is amazing.
So you
cool.
fall in love with design, costume
Right.
design, and you get jobs starting to design.
I
Yeah.
did. Well, my thing is that I was at Grossmont College for 5 years, not really knowing what path of acting or costume design or both what I want to do.
Right.
And I was like, well, I have more credits towards a costume design degree, so I'll go for that. And so I went for that. I got my AA 3 years ago, 2 years ago. And I was like, well, here's my thing. Let me see if I can work. And if I can work consistently, great. If not, I'll go back to school and get a higher degree and learn more. Great. And I've been consistently working back-to-back jobs ever since. My first show was Disenchanted at Onstage Playhouse.
Right.
And it was
Kay
with Kay
in that.
McMillan, absolutely, and
So
a bunch
great.
of other amazing talents.
Amazing.
It was such a fun show. It was kind of an FU to the traditional Disney
Right.
look, like all the, it was all the Disney I can't say the Disney princesses, but
Don't
Right.
sue us.
and
Sue us.
sorry, and it was
So
so much
you
fun
did
to take a
you
twist.
played on the original.
Right, I looked at the
dresses
original, and I looked at the original stories. I
Yeah.
looked at those, and I looked at the original movies from the Disney movies, which we were slightly basing it off of, slightly. and I kind of twisted it and made it modern and more chic, and it was a lot of fun.
They look cute. Those look
Yeah,
great.
it was a lot of fun. That was my first show there, and actually I'm going to be back there this spring designing the San Diego premiere of Heathers the Musical,
Heathers.
which everybody is talking about. It's all the buzz right now.
The costumes in that show are insane from what we know from the off-Broadway production. I saw a production of it in San Francisco when I lived up there.
Yes.
And it was amazing. And I totally, every time I saw it, I'm like, Ryan could totally design this show.
A couple of Halloweens ago, didn't you?
I did.
Oh, you and
We
Peter.
should. We had the entire cast of Heathers. I'm not kidding.
Oh,
we had all
yeah,
three
Danielle
Heathers.
played Veronica.
Yeah, we had Jordan De Leon as Veronica. We had me as Heather
yeah.
Chandler. Peter Armato was Heather Duke. Danielle Gollier was Heather McNamara. And we had who else did we have? We had JD, we had Martha Dunstock, Martha Dump Truck.
Yes,
we had everybody. We had the
remember that.
entire cast. We were one motley crew. And when people noticed us, it was the most like, oh my god, Heather! We're like,
Right. It's such a cult thing.
It was so much fun.
Once this
It was a
musical
lot of
came out,
fun.
it blew up. So we're really excited for Heathers.
Yes, I'm
but
super
before
excited
then,
for
you're
that.
going to be costuming at Southwestern College, and this isn't your first time at Southwestern either.
No,
right?
the first experience I had with Southwestern College in Chula Vista was I played Mark in Rent there with Ruff Yeager directing, who is a brilliant director. I adore him.
Directors of the Beloy Playhouse. He's done a lot of stuff
he's
on
done
Broadway.
so much stuff. We actually, last year, I went with him as an assistant stage manager to New York, where we did an off-Broadway production of the show that he and Phil Johnson both did, called She Ran Schliss from Outer Space in 3D at the Fringe Festival.
Kevin was in
and it
that.
was, yes, it was
I remember when you guys all went to New York for that.
so
How cool.
much fun.
How cool.
It was so much fun. So that was my first thing there. And I talked to him like, yeah, I do some design work. I do my degree is in design. And he's playing with the dime. He's playing with the dime.
He's trying to make change. He's trying to save up his dimes to go see Sweet Charity at the well.
Me too.
This is my equity dog. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Equity. So that's how I got into it. I'm like, I do design work as well. So if we want to, and then I told him that, and he offered me a job there designing the next show. He's like, send me your resume, I'll look it over. And he offered me a job designing 12 Angry Jurors there.
Okay.
That was my first show designing there. And then, about 9 months later, he directed In the Heights there, which my sister played Vanessa, and Dawson Dietrich, she played, or Dawson Johnston.
Oh,
yeah.
Dawson Johnston.
Yeah, I know. And she played Vanessa, and I designed that show with my friend Christian McReady.
Okay,
we both co-designed that show. That was a lot of fun. And then just recently, a few months ago, I designed a show called The Arsonists, which is a British comedy.
A straight play.
It's a straight play.
Okay.
And Linda Libby, who was just in Gypsy, Mama Rose in Gypsy, she directed that. And she was so much fun as a director to work with. And then she was brilliant in Gypsy, so it was so much fun to know her from that and then see her in Gypsy. So that was
what's so
fun.
cool
And
is how it's like we don't mean to name drop all these people, but it's just such
they're
a
so
tight
versatile.
No, but it's like
we all
they
know
do
each other.
everything.
there are there's like 6 people in 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
Like in New York there with there's 6 people who work in New York. Well, in San Diego there's 3.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
That's a funny thing, and they all love each other. That's what's really great, and that's what's awesome. And so now I'm designing a show called Anna in the Tropics at Southwestern College, and that opens October 18th and plays for that week. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a great show.
It's going to be a bilingual version.
It is going to be bilingual. There's a lot of Spanish and a lot of English in it, which is great, especially especially now when it's especially that story, which is so heavily Hispanic.
Yeah.
And
It's
from the
Anna in the
islands,
Tropics.
from Mexico. It's great. It's a great story.
It's set in Cuba, I believe, in a cigar factory.
No, it's set in Florida.
Florida, right?
It's set in Florida, but a lot of them are from Cuba.
Right,
Yeah.
a lot of Cubans from Florida, in Florida, work in a cigar factory, and they have a storyteller come in and read them. Anna Karenina just shakes things up.
Like 1920s, I believe. It's mid-early 20s.
What cool costumes.
It's going to be a lot of
Oh
fun.
my god.
All the Guayaberas.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's going to be, I'm really excited for this piece. It's going to be gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be tricky to find and build, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really
gonna be a lot
to
of time at the sewing machine.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of time. All this free time I have.
Guys, he's doing like 20 things at a time.
Yeah,
but it's fun and I enjoy it. It's like I'm like thank the Lord.
Do.
This is what I was hoping for. So it's
what makes us free on mornings to be able to do this.
Right. Well, I did not know this was the morning. He's like, come do this. I'm like, oh, absolutely. What time should I be over? Like 5, 10? No, 9 a.m.
We get up early here.
Yeah,
I wasn't familiar. I didn't know what he was talking about. I thought it was a joke.
I know.
I hadn't heard of this.
9 a.m.
I didn't know what it was.
It's on the clock.
I didn't. Where?
You know when it's like
I've only
9
seen the
p.m. and you get a drink?
Is it like the opposite?
It's the opposite of that. 12 hours later, you get 9
Can you
p.m.
still get a drink?
Trust me, I was trying earlier.
Well, there we are. You all.
Next time.
Yeah, next time we'll have mimosas.
Yes. Or at least
my
Bailey's
God.
in our coffee.
That's a good idea. If you do that, you'll have a new co-host.
Yes.
No, I'll just literally sit right here. Like.
You should just be sitting there observing.
Wait, so
drinking a mimosa.
Guys, good job.
So we've met Ryan the actor, Ryan the
Yes.
costume designer.
Yes.
But we also, you're also known for being everywhere around town, just going and singing a couple songs at cabarets and fundraisers.
I try, the more exposure you can get, the more people who can see whether they can get you a job or not, and that doesn't matter for me. It's so great to share stories. That's what I love doing.
The storytelling,
right.
performing.
And so this coming Friday, it's September 16th, I believe it is. I think that's the date. At Grossmont College, where I went to school.
We went to school.
No, we went to school. We
together at
did.
Grossmont.
We did. Shout out to Susan De Leon and all the other faculty.
Yes, shout out to that awful quartet we had.
Oh my god, it was not. It was a unique experience. That's what it wasn't awful. It was a unique experience.
Right.
Well, this is a story for that. It was. We sang this song called "Standing on the Corner," and it goes, "Standing on the corner, watching all the girls go by."
Right, because we were,
all
straight
four
men.
gay men singing this song. Shocker. And so that was a lot of fun. That was interesting. We were acting. We were reactresses.
We were using those chops.
We were reactresses.
Sure were.
So now we're doing this show on Friday. It's a fundraiser for the musical theater department. Brian Rickle is kind of setting it up, and it's great. Cool. It's going to be at the
stage house.
It's not going to be at the stage house, but it's going to be at the campus, right next door in the music hall. Their rehearsal, the big rehearsal hall music room. It's going to be there, and I'm singing a couple numbers from that. For that, I'm singing "Young and Beautiful." I'm also adding in some great Gatsby dialogue, which is it's so great. I kind of got the inspiration from
Baz Luhrmann.
Baz Luhrmann, and it's so great. Rapid fire question.
Rapid fire. Rapid fire.
I'm against gun violence.
Oh. Mine were fireworks.
Rapid fire question time.
Okay.
Rapid fire question time. Okay, favorite show that you've been in?
And I've been in most fun I've had, Legally Blonde. Most emotional show, Ragtime.
All right, rapid fire. Favorite show you've seen?
Favorite show I've seen, Jekyll and Hyde.
Favorite stage actress?
Oh shit.
Rapid fire.
Crap. Allison Janney.
Ooh, good one.
She's great. Yes.
Favorite stage actor?
Favorite stage actor? Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Good one.
Oh,
good
He was
one.
great.
Favorite movie actress?
Favorite movie actress, Sandra Bullock.
Right on.
Movie actor?
Movie actor. I'm not good with rapid fire. Because my first choice was John Travolta. And
Okay,
that's
it.
correct.
It's John Travolta.
I don't mean that though. It's just the first name. I don't mean it.
That's what you get when you rapid fire.
Favorite costume design of a show?
Susan Hilferty, Wicked.
Right on.
Favorite show you would love to redesign?
Redesign, like Broadway, or just like my own that I've done or that I've seen.
Let's go big. Broadway.
That I've seen or that
you would love to
that
design
has been on Broadway. The one that I would love to redo. 9 to 5.
Right on.
That'd be
Yeah, the design was great on Broadway, but I would love to get my hands on that. It's such a fun show.
Get all that dolly up in your
Get
fingernails.
all of it.
Most overrated show?
Most overrated show? You guys are gonna hate me for this because it's not my personal favorite, but Spring Awakening.
I will say,
it's not my favorite.
After everybody started,
I
everybody
know.
did it. After
I know.
everybody did it, it was.
I'm not saying it's a bad show. It's just not my.
And I will
it's
say,
not my
I got
place.
this shirt right when the show opened.
So
on
he
Broadway,
gets
so.
a
Most underrated show.
Most underrated show? Oh shoot. I think the two that I always love that nobody ever does, except for just recently they're going to do it, 9 to 5 and Jekyll and Hyde. Those are two of my favorite shows. Such fun. 9 to 5 is such fun.
Yeah.
Jekyll and Hyde's a great story. And I love both of those.
San Diego Musical Theater is 9 to 5.
San Diego Musical Theater's doing 9 to 5, yeah, next season.
Favorite place to go in San Diego?
Favorite place to go in San Diego? I love, my grandma grew up in Ocean Beach, or my grandma lived in Ocean Beach when I was growing up, so I love OB.
Me too.
I love
oh my
going to
gosh.
OB. It's such a
Can we
relaxed,
beach?
laid back vibe. I love it.
Walk around naked, no one cares.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where's the best Mexican food in San Diego?
Best Mexican food is down the street from my house. It's Taco Fiesta, or I call it Taco Fizi.
Oh, this is quick.
Taco, now we're getting to the good stuff. Also, I take that back. Favorite show, Kinky Boots. It's great. I had a recollection. But yeah,
Taco
it's
Fiesta.
Taco
Yeah.
Fiesta.
Like on Mission Gorge.
Yes, on Mission Gorge. Yep,
Yeah.
it's great. I love it. My favorite.
Your favorite place to go after a show?
Favorite place to go after a show? Well, high school was everybody's Denny's,
Right.
but now one of the places that's usually open is BJ's. We all go to BJ's afterwards.
Right on.
Yeah, I would also throw in Flicks.
Flicks,
yeah.
yeah.
Wednesdays,
Absolutely.
I got $2
But now that I'm doing more work, I'm like, ooh, maybe not Flicks.
Okay.
Maybe I'll go.
Okay.
Just have a whisper.
So, sans theater, what's your other favorite hobby to do?
Besides theater in general,
Yeah, so not costume design, not...
Well, and this is embarrassing. I watch every single Real Housewives franchise.
Yes!
Every single one. I'm not in love with the Australian one. It's not my favorite.
Okay, so
Although they're a
here's
lot of fun to do. But other than that, it's not one of my favorite.
So what's your favorite franchise?
My favorite? Oh, that's hard. My favorite is New York Girls. I love Bethany.
Yes.
I love Bethany.
Oh, Bethany Frankel.
No, Beverly Hills, LVP, Lisa Vanderpump. I can't, you can't ask me that question!
I know nothing about these ladies, so... But hey, that was rapid fire questions.
Yeah,
You did
good
it.
job.
You survived.
Oh, that was horrible. Take 2.
And remind us where we can see you right now through the November.
Through November 20th at the Welk Resort Theater. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, 1 p.m. Thursday, Saturday at 8 p.m. as well at the Welk Resort, like we said, for Sweet Charity. And come out and see that. It's a fantastic show. Hey, San Diego!
Go see a show!